what we do well is emergency services. If it happens, our trucks are stocked. They're on the road. Come on, by Scott. Our trucks are stocked with over 350 tool categories on every single truck. We have tags. If you walk in a truck, you think you're at Lowe's, because we actually literally have Lowe's tags on our trucks, marking them out. It makes things very, very, very efficient. Any of our help can swap between different, our labor guys can swap between different trucks they're riding with today. They know exactly where this sawzall is going to be every single time, every truck. It makes things go very smooth. We take it a step further, something as simple internally. We do what we call our loadout zones. When we go to a job now, we're doing emergency. Well, Brandon's done it. So for some people that hadn't, we go in here, if this place is flooded, you're pulling ceilings, you're pulling walls, you're pulling wet carpet, you're getting very, very, very wet stuff out. It makes a disastrous mess. You cannot keep your shoes clean, therefore you can't keep your walkway clean if you don't think it through. Boot protectors are great, sometimes. Don't always work. So we'll go to the extent of, if we have a dumpster outside, we'll lay felt paper. We lay our golden path all the way there, and we don't get off of it because it's less cleaning after the fact. It makes things smooth. When we're doing these condos that we're in now, we may be working in 3 units, but there's 20 others unaffected, and they don't want to have to come through our mess. So we think through things like that. Our loadout zone, as we're working, when we're using tools, when there's 10 guys and they're working, and you all have sawzalls, you may have 4 sawzalls running, 4 tools of any type running. But when one guy uses it, you don't want him to set it down in the corner and walk off. You may be in another room needing it. There's no point in wasting time looking for it. We actually designate a tool area in our job sites. We do that for efficiency. When I'm using it and I'm done, if I need to cut this and lay down and do something, cut it right back, of course I don't. But when I'm finished for the foreseeable future, I put it in the loadout. I put it in the tool zone. Anybody can grab it. When it comes to trash, when we have the trash bagged up, we don't just waste our time walking out there, go in the dumpster and look around, see what's going on, nice weather, whatever. We have a loadout zone. If there's a dumpster on site already, yeah, we'll put it in a dumpster. Bags and bags at a time. If it's not, because a lot of our demos, it's emergency service. We're going anytime during the night to do these things, and you may not have availability to have a dumpster there at that time. Well, we're not going to leave it in the house. We're going to carry it. We're going to cart it away with it. So instead of putting it in our trucks to fight over to get tools later, we have a trash loadout zone. Literally, we lay a tarp out, and that's where our trash goes. On our bags of trash go on the tarp. Makes it simple at the end of the job. Last 15 minutes, take it, set it in the truck. We're good. Thinking through, as elementary as that sounds, it helps so much when we're out there doing jobs. We have people saying, "You guys worked in our house. There was a mess. I can't tell you were coming in and out." I mean, it's just that clean. And we strive for those little extra things. Like I said in my 60-second, we work hard to feel empathy for the person. I don't care if they're a tenant or if they're an owner, whatever. They've just been displaced in some way. Maybe it's a portion of their house. Maybe it's their entire house. These guys I told about in the 60-second, we had to move them. But we have the packing materials. We have the knowledge of that. We actually have the moving trucks. We don't rent anything. We own them. We pack them up. Our first duty, once we figured out where the water was and got the water cut off, we had some people start to clean water up, extract water. Other people start to pack, get stuff moved, and get them into temporary housing. This owner happened to own another property across town, so we moved them across town. A lot of stuff. 2 college kids, a lot of stuff in there. But our first goal was to get those guys a place to sleep, because literally their property manager had said, "Find some buddies in here in the condos that you know are asleep on their couch tonight." that was the best quick shooting from the hip that they had. And we're like, we gotta do something better here. For homeowners that doesn't have another place to go and doesn't always want to go to motel, hotel type situation that an insurance company will pay for, we actually own a camper we bought for that situation. Sometimes people want to, maybe they raise horses, maybe for whatever reason they don't want to leave their property, but they can't be in their house. We can set them up. Insurance typically pay for that, just like they pay for a hotel. It makes things a lot better for the person that just needs to be at their property. And there's a lot of people in our business, and I know the Crayons feel the same. There's times if you're honest about it, you wish you could lock the door and keep that person out and let you just do your work, because you don't want them all over you. We don't mind it. because it makes it a better job. Now, yeah, there's things that you don't really want them in there when you're demoing. You got to be safe and not be silly about things. But having them on property is not a scary thing for us because of the way we run our business and because we want their input. And we realize we're working for them. We're not there for us making money. We're working for them to help them. Whatever it is, if it's your office, your house, whatever it is, we're at your place, not ours. Thankfully, we were invited there. So we try to help in those respects. We just finished a job for a homeowner. The guy, the husband, I should say, says, this is our dream home. They lived in their dream home 2 days. $469,000 dream home, Boulder Springs, very nice, 3 builders. All they can do, 2 days. The plumber, who's not in our group, never was in our group, by the way. The plumber hooks up the washing machine set up. Typical washing machine, you have a hot, you have a cold, and you have 1 drain hole. The box he put in the walls got 2 drain holes. Still don't know exactly why. Below there, a couple bucks more, he could have took the 2 drain holes, wired them in together, had 1 drain pipe going out. He hooked one up, left one undone, put a sticker on top of the one that's supposed to be used. And then, not any of our cleaning people in the house, but he uses cleaner. It's been cleaning for 30 years. Supposedly she peeled the sticker off. It's a story that homeowners have gotten. Homeowner moves in the house, guessed wrong. I mean, it's sad to say they have a 15-month-old mom and 15-month-old other side of the house. Big house, a lot of house. They're still unboxing, just doing their thing. The husband works out of town during the week. He's gone. They move in Sunday night. Monday morning, he gets up and leaves early. Tuesday night, he gets a panic phone call. She said, I just flooded our house. And the washing machine just continuously kept pouring it, kept pouring it. 5-inch wide hardwood floors throughout the entire main level, finished basements below it. We get in there, and not only did the water mess up, but then we start looking at unaffected areas. They've done a really poor job. The floor in there was just not good. The floor was already starting to cup, and it had been down for just a couple weeks. They did some things wrong and rushed the flooring job getting the house built. Homeowners loved it. Again, it's their dream house. They didn't know. They're not the experts. He's like, well, I kind of thought that looked a little funny. Wasn't sure. We knew in the process of this, luckily the insurance says, hey, they've been here 2 days. We got to fix a good part of the floor. We need to fix the floor correctly. So we sanded, finished, and we've done it right. Now they actually have a wood floor that they're proud of. Met with the homeowner yesterday, the wife, and she said, you know, you guys have raised our bar in everything that we do now, not just construction. She said, every company, you guys have spoiled us so much. She stayed home. The husband works in like Dalton, somewhere way away. They have a condo up there they live in. So she was planning to go up there the whole Friday. 1 week, unbeknownst to us, she stayed home with her mom here in town thinking, they're going to need me. They're going to need me to do something. They're going to need me to come over here and do something, make a decision. We had all the decisions made before they went. We communicated that with her. She just kind of thought something, and I don't want to be that far away. Tuesday night, she rode up there. And they were missing a husband and dad and rode up there, and we didn't either. And she said it was such a blessing. Her mom called our boss's wife to pass the message that they're bragging to everyone, flood your house. These guys are great. We don't really want you to do that. But hey, you know, when Scott says he found electrical wires loose and, you know, some other ones find trees leaning and stuff, I'm not trying to knock anybody else out of work, but, you know, a fire, I don't want anybody to get hurt, but we can help them. But we do storm damage. When it comes to storm damage, we can pull the trees off, limbs off, pull the trees out. If they hadn't called stand in time, it already fell in the house. We can tarp the roofs up. We can get the emergency service done 24 hours a day. If it's a fire, like it says on these sheets, we can get up there, we can board it up, we can do smoke removal, we can deodorize, we can get things doing, even on the emergency call. If it's water, no matter where the water is, where it comes from, we can determine where it comes from, get it stopped, get the water extracted up, get the structure start drying, save your contents items the best they can be, and you know, things like that. Sometimes I hardly ever talk about it anymore, but burglary, you know, somebody kicking your front door, that door's got to be fixed. Anything else they do, vandalism, you know, anything happens. I mean, we've worked on what I told you before. Car decides it wants to go into the golden pantry instead of parking and the person walking into a store, we can repair that too, and we have several times. So it's pretty much any disaster, no matter what it is. Branch can take care of it 24 hours a day. And we'd like to. We actually were having a meeting this morning. Sorry about it. I got to read this so I get it right. And just in the course of conversation, something hit me that was said, so I wrote it down. And it's in our projects we do. One thing we look for is our projects are actually conduits to leave our customers better than we found them. Not just their house, that person. The couple I told you about yesterday that just flooded our house told me, no matter what we ever need again, we're calling you guys, period. You know, and I said, it may not be anything we particularly do or we're the best at. We're a great resource for that person. If we can't do it, we don't mind referring them, and we're going to refer to somebody who tries to raise more like we do. We're not perfect. We don't claim to be. We're not the cheapest. We don't claim to be. We're not the most expensive. We're very, very good at what we are. And like me personally, our company is continually learning and growing and trying to get better. To the extent that we actually have a 15-minute, every morning I lead a 15-minute project meeting with all our project managers. We've actually brought in the labor force now. Everyone's in there. Everyone knows what's going on. If this guy's out sick, we don't skip a beat. We keep moving. Everyone knows it's a total redundancy. Everyone leaves every day with a 2-day work order. I know today what my guys are going to be doing tomorrow. They know what they're going to be doing tomorrow. If today's list gets done very, very fast, they're doing tomorrow's stuff today. And it makes it extremely efficient way to do our work. We strive to add value to our customers' lives. Like Ms. Cronin said, it's not lip service. You know, anyone can stand up here and stay out there and say, we do this, we do this, we do this. I have insurance companies, I have homeowners, I have I think it's 97% of our business is actually repeat and